Last time out was an absolute nail-biter in Tasmania. The battle resumes in Western Australia. Can Mostert convert for his second race victory this year? His teammates give him a proper ragging on the run down towards turn 1. Mostert on the inside, they're bumping mirrors, and Feeney's nudging away in the background in position number 3. Kostecki's in behind him, but they pop out the other side with Chaz in control over the top of the jump at turn number 2.
Unbelievable job by Feeney to get from the outside to the inside. So Brody must have been able to get off the line very well because they had a big gap behind the 2 WAU Mustangs, and Feeney fired straight down there. Now he's going to try to do the crisscross here. He'll run it in wide, then try to drag it back up the inside of Ryan Wood. Can he get through there? Aaron Cameron off the road on the way out, turn 5.
Mostert, Wood, Feeney, Kostecki, 1 to 4. Cold tyres, people covering down the inside into turn 7 where you're vulnerable on a cold tyre in the early laps of this motor race. It all happens very quickly around here. They're round to end their standing lap, and the margin's 0.3 of a second. Mostert over Wood, both managing the start very effectively. So box ticked for Mostert. He got the pole, he got the start. He had to fight for it down at turn 1. He's got clear air on now this second lap.
It was funny because his initial jump wasn't that good. Ryan Wood's jump was great, but the second phase of the start was better for Mostert. He was able to prevail. Mostert, Wood, Feeney, Kostecki, Payne, first 5 cars. The only change in the order at the front is Feeney up 1, Kostecki down 1.
It's an awesome shot looking at curb cam there at turn 5, so some damage. Left rear corner for Aaron Cameron, which they've had to rectify in the pit lane.
Okay, go.
See all the amount of garbage that's dragged back in there as well, which needs to be cleaned up. Now Woody's having a bit of a sniff of his teammate down here under brakes in towards turn 7. There's nothing in the way of a margin between those guys. It's a tiny little bit of fresh air between Wood and Feeney at the moment. Forward covering down the inside into turn 1. And the other thing that's important about this early phase before the tyres fully pressure up, there's a couple of places around here where you can hurt the tyre. We go back to the replay at the start. So your observation is spot on. Nice jump by Ryan. The problem is, he got another car underneath him that kind of spoiled the party there. And then you've got to go the long way round down at turn 1.
So watch this. So you just see Ryan Wood pull forward. So the first phase of the start, very nice. But the next stage, slightly better by Mostert.
In fact, when he grabbed second gear, Chaz, he got a new lease of life there, didn't he? So maybe not as much wheel spin on the shift.
So watch this. He did a great job. How did he get to the inside there? There must have been a big enough gap, obviously. But that's a nice job to be able to put it to the inside.
And if there isn't, he made one.
Yeah.
He had enough of an advantage to be able to close the hole.
Interesting with the sectors. So fastest car in sector 1, Mostert. Fastest car in sector 2, Ryan Wood. Fastest car in sector 3 is Matt Payne.
Just keep looking for that fresh air on them fronts.
Here we go, he's right behind him this time. This is the closest he's been, Neil. This is definitely the closest he's been. He might have a little look down here. He does have a little look. Does he get it down there enough? 2 teammates, they don't bump. Mostert's now in a precarious spot on the outside. Ryan Wood, very aggressive. If he can hold this spot, it's dirty on the inside, but he does. Very nice move, well orchestrated.
And he's looked as though he's had just this tiny edge of pace. He's patiently waited to be able to pounce. Chaz, well aware of him, gave him plenty of professional space to be able to do that. And he's made a really nice clean pass there, well done.
So Wood, Mostert, Feeney, Kostecki, Brown, that's 4 seconds across the top 5 cars.
It's out to nearly 1 second now between Wood and Mostert.
Here we go. This is game on.
So reaction. So, we only just got it stopped in time there, Brock Feeney, didn't he? So he's got to get that speed arrested to 40 Ks. Larko's on the spot. It's all yours, brother.
Yeah, well, I want to see. We did talk this up, right? We're going to see 2, we're going to see 4. So the guys have got 4 out on the lane. These guys have been the benchmark at doing this. So let's count it down. Let's time with him. Is he going to stop on the mark? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go.
Oh, wow. Well, that caught me out, didn't it? Wow.
2. It was 2.
It was 2, I know. It was 2.
You pre-programmed yourself there, Larko. And then you're like, hang on, what happened to the other change? That's great.
There's only 4 fingers. I've got it wrong.
That was awesome. All right, so Brock's done his stop, and he's done that on lap 22. So he's the first.
Wood's just coming in, just in front of the com box.
And he's protected from an undercut.
Yep. So he's got to do that because the undercut benefit that you explained before. So no choice. Now it looks like loaded side tyres for the truck assist Mustang. Here we go.
That's exactly what you said, a circuit that predominantly turns to the right, and they're dealing now. What that will also be for him is a bit of a nightmare now for this next lap or two, because the car will want to track in all directions. So watch this rejoin, it's really critical down there at the exit of turn 1. And he's going to be all over him, so Woody and Feeney battling big time down here.
So we're going to crisscross him now. So when you come out of turn 4, make sure you stay hard left and then flick to the right to get down the inside at 6.
Now this is going to help Chaz Mostert, the fumbling between the two of them. And so the reason I was describing the awkwardness for Ryan is 2 hot ones on one side, 2 cold tyres on the other, makes for a handling nightmare for him. And so he's got his elbows up high and wide here at the moment, trying to find a way to deal with that complexity and fight another driver who's 1 lap better off in that heat cycle. So
and the braking too, Neil, and the braking, because you have 2 warm tyres down one side, 2 cold on the other. The cars tram track around, they're not linear under brakes.
Waters, Reynolds and Evans have also now come in for their compulsory stop.
Guys, they were just a little slow on the rear gun for Ryan Wood. So we talk about a game of millimetres on the racetrack. It's a game of millimetres in pit lane. That ended up being a lot closer than it should have been. And then Cam Waters grabbed 2 on the left side. It was a very fast stop for Tickford.
Thanks for the update, Garth. We've got a 2.2 second margin, Mostert over Kostecki, as our focus is on this battle at the moment. And these guys have taken their compulsory stop and they're down the order. They're in 12th and 13th position at the moment. And for the time being, Ryan incredibly managed to resist all of the trauma of going out there on those hot and cold tyres simultaneously. Chad.
So this is looking like 4 tyres. Yeah, it is 4 tyres. And that's a slow stop. There's a drama there with that right rear.
So where's the rejoin?
They're massively behind. There's all the leaders that have gone by. And here's Brown.
Yeah, that's going to drop him behind this group of cars. Randall's our leader. Larko.
Yeah, really slow on the front right on Mostert there. When they went to the rear tyre, the guys on the left side were on and done and finished, and the guys on the right were only starting.
So Brown and Kostecki, so they're all in close proximity. Brown and Kostecki did 4 tyres, and so they're...
Come out with them.
Yeah, exactly. So they come out together, but none of those 4 tyre stops were great.
Now he is going to be a threat, Brown on Wood at the moment, because the margin from first to second is the one to really keep an eye on. That's 1.5 seconds at the moment. And does he make space for him down here at turn 6, or does it happen in the final corner down at 7? I reckon we're about to find out. So there's turn 6, nothing's occurred there, but he's right within striking distance, and he's come out shallower, Will Brown, because he's got some extra drive. In fact, he's nailed him before they even got into the next gear shift. So that brings him up into 2nd position. Now we've got a serious battle going here. This could be shades of what happened the last time out in Tasmania, where we get a nail biter all the way to the flag. What's at stake here at the moment, for the fellow that's leading, that you can see the rear wing disappearing in the distance, this could be the biggest moment in his career.
Yeah.
For Ryan Wood, who's just achieved his very first pole this weekend in supercar competition, is currently 12 laps away from potentially achieving a race victory. Big moment in the young driver's career. Respective squads keeping an eye on proceedings. On the right-hand side is Bruce Stewart, CEO of Walkinshaws. Richard Harris is the engineer. On the left side of the screen, you've got Andrew Edwards, the engineer, and in behind is team manager Mark Dutton. Pretty inevitable here that with the extra grip, it'll be much like you saw between the 2 Red Bull teammates, that ultimately Chaz is going to be able to sneak by here, I should think. And here it is in evidence, because it's just, you described it before, Mark, it's not just any one tyre, it's just all-round grip. Yeah, turning the car, coming out shallower, gets power to the road. Bock argues the case under brakes down here in the final corner. Chaz will just make sure that that's hard, would be the best way to describe it.
Yep, just rolled him a little wide, hit one second gear, was able to drive off the corner very straight and very efficiently. And now that gap from Ryan Wood back to his teammate Mostert.
The modern number is 0.5 of a second between Ryan Wood and Will Brown. We've got 3 laps to go. It's about 7 kilometres of racing.
Woody was faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was faster.
Will was on the slide.
Yep.
So fastest car out there on that last lap was actually Chaz. But both these guys at the moment, it's maximum attack. They are doing everything they can to position these cars and not slide and not overstretch. You make one slip up in either of those cockpits at the moment and it's game over. Larko?
Easy to do, mate. I'm watching the data here, Neil. Woody is going deep everywhere. He's trying hard. But what's saving him, remember we showed you in qualifying, his strong point was that left-hander. So he's got old tyres on his right side, but that was his strong point, and I reckon that's saving him.
This time through, it's going to be 2 laps to go. This is going to be another nail-biter in the 2025 Repco Supercars Championship. What a season we are having. And this is going to potentially be a big story if it stays like it is at the moment. That gap is 0.5 of a second. The last lap through, there was only 1/10 of a second in lap speed between them. Will Brown was the fastest car out there. The second fastest car out there was Ryan Wood. The third fastest car out there was Chaz Mostert. So he's hanging on at the moment and he's driving beautifully. Remember, he fended off one of the most difficult things to do at that midpoint in the race when he stopped on lap 21. He went out there with 2 cold tyres down the working side and warm tyres down the right side, and he had to fight Brock Feeney to hold position, and he did it. Therefore, he was able to withstand pressure. What he's doing out there at the moment is withstanding pressure, and a huge amount of it. He's got the reigning champion tucked in behind him. He's out of the last corner. He now officially has 2.42 kilometres to go for Ryan Wood. This is going to potentially be a very special moment. 1 corner down, 6 to go.
This is unbelievable. On the last lap, he was half a tenth faster than Will Brown. Watch the way he flows it. Watch the way he's coming off the corner. Watch the way he comes out of turn 6 in particular. There's no slide. So watch this. He gets it off the curb here, doesn't bump the curb. No slide. And this exit is the one that'll make or break it, Neil.
Right now, he turns it in early. He can't rush at this corner. He's got the thing online. The margin is still exactly 0.5 of a second. He's got the job done. What a moment for Richard Harris. What a great story. What a pairing story. He's got 1 corner to go. He's been a karting champion. He's done well in the 86 series. He's done well in Porsche Sprint Challenge. He's done well in Dunlop Super 2. He got a pole earlier today, and now Ryan Wood is a supercar race winner in Western Australia. A monstrous moment, an exhilarating moment for the young guy from Wellington in New Zealand, just 21 years of age. Congratulations and take a bow, young man.
Absolutely superb. You can see the emotion. Greg Murphy there. And Bruce Stewart and the team. They should be rejoicing, and they are. What a remarkable moment for that young man. 21 years of age from Wellington. Have a look at his face. Ryan Walkinshaw, they put so much faith in this young man, and it's all come to fruition. Richard Harris, great job there. Engineering and sports psychology, coax him home. Absolutely fantastic.
All smiles down in Pertec Victory Lane, and these are the final results after 50 exciting laps. It ran green throughout. Ryan Wood, what a battle it was inside 1 second. Will Brown, gee, it would have been very interesting had Chaz Mostert not had the slow stop. How would that have all played out? I guess we'll never know. Brock Feeney inside the top 5 with the West Aussie boy in Brodie Kostecki. Matt Payne took 4 tyres and fought back. And it was a nice job from Cam Hill. He pitted early, took 2 and managed to survive inside the top 10. So pretty good result there.